So I made a choice to keep going. In retrospect, the one I did yesterday was a warning about forest fires, and although I kept seeing California on, and that one, it's California, it could be anywhere. It's just that's my representation for if you're going to have a forest fire, where it's going to be California, not the Adirondacks. But this could be that. Yesterday's could be the Adirondacks just as easily, or wherever. So I have made the decision to go ahead with this because on one side I'm being told, eventually this is going to happen anyway, and why not just warn? So I don't know who this is for. All I know is trigger warning. Trigger warning for those that need it. This may include stalking. On one level, yes, there is a beautiful romance and a relationship that is going to go the right way, and it's going to result in a king and queen who get married, and they're going to be fruitful and go on. And then I read it not this way, but top to bottom. I don't know who this person is. They could be a king and queen, aka celebrity. They could be someone who is in, they could be your neighbor, they could be in another city, it could be you, whoever is watching this, be safe. Get your restraining orders. Guns aren't going to help you unless you are highly proficient. Please do not do those things. Have safety. This is not a channel that condones that behavior whatsoever. Not that the cops ever help. I mean, they do. I'm not going to knock the cops. The cops do help. But with the laws in place, it can be hard for them to take up the people that they want to, because, the laws aren't in place for stalkers to be taken care of. So on one layer, it's that. On another layer, it's you have an amazing romance, and eventually it goes south, and he or she or they become someone who is addicted to things, and that leads down a rocky road, and either you win or just lightning strikes. But earlier I was asking about this eye, and I don't know who this eye is watching, but please be careful. It feels like, and of course this is a woman, and obviously it can always be, he, she, they, them. But I think that this woman might be a queen among queens. And I think she may have cats. And she may write a lot of letters that she posts in the mail. I have a feeling this person, whoever they are, okay? Oh, God. Okay. All right. This person's been watching this person for a long time, and this person knows that they're being watched, and they know that they're being watched at a certain level, and now that level is ramping up. They're not just stalking the house and sending letters and getting ready to poison cats. They are getting ready. Whatever that is, I have absolutely no idea. I am actually kind of nervous right now. Oh. When I read it down, the eye is watching her. The mountains nearby indicate the presence of a mighty enemy. But that also looks like blood on stone, doesn't it? This is a bow and arrow. This is a cracked TV set. And this is lightning. Surprise disagreements. So if this is you watching, please take your warnings. Get your kids to whomever's house it is where you know that they're always going to be safe. Pretend you still live where you live and move now. And if you know someone who is famous, maybe a little extra guards might be good. Because this is absolutely, completely, and totally 555 on the clock when I looked up, is changing something, and I don't know what it is. But this feels like someone's stalker is making the next move. They are making, they've done it this long. God, I'm so nervous right now. They've done the letters. They've done, you know, the breaking into the house. They've done the being arrested and told no, don't do that again. And we don't have enough correct laws in place to deal with that, because things take time, and it doesn't, just, I don't understand. And now they're shifting to the next move. And the letters are going to change. And keep your animals in your house. And if they're out of the house, make sure that you're watching them. Make sure that there's no weird stuff around your yard. Nothing dumped over fence. I know that happened with my dog Annie one time. She ended up starting to have seizures, and she ended up, thankfully she lived to be 17, but she had been poisoned, and we still don't know how she was poisoned. We've also got the Knight of Swords, number 52. The shepherd indicates an intense love of life and strong fellow feeling. The lion presages a sudden shock from bad news. The Knight of Swords are their warriors, who really, really love this person. And when they're together, even if they don't know each other, they love each other instantly, and there is no judgment. And they're going to be very shocked by this. That's the 6 of diamonds, 6 of coins, and it doesn't really, the minor arcana doesn't really seem to be affecting this at all. This is literally the purpose of the cards that is going on. This is just how these are being read. I love these cards. They're very different. But this might even be somebody who heavily drinks or does a lot of drugs and is easily out of control. They could have mental health issues that are exacerbated by other drugs or alcohol, maybe mixed with medication, maybe without. But this person is watching that house. And I'm telling you right now, when I read this one, we've got a house with a tree and a bow and arrow. So yeah, somebody could be waiting in a tree, but this tree is also in the woods with these stones and bears. So this person is upping their game. I don't like this person's energy, but I guess, I am strong enough to take it, and I don't have to keep it with me. I can just ask the universe that, children signify friendly disposition and gentleness. Queen of Coins. This woman has money. And this woman will be in union with a partner. And this person will get engaged, and this will be their forever person. And that's going to set this person in motion. That has 2 children on it, a boy and a girl. We've also got a young shepherd who could be a teenager as well. And there are, I believe, 2 cats, 2 gingers on the So, the first layer of this card is someone's getting married. Someone is going to have a beautiful life, and it's going to be, the perfect house. The perfect love letters. I mean, this could be going on now. This could fit parts of your life. This could confirm a few things that you've been thinking and feeling, or maybe you're sitting there going, I feel like maybe they're back, and maybe it's paranoid to leave, but maybe I should arrange with my mom that maybe on the down low, she comes over and takes a couple of the more important things in the house and brings them to her house. And then, I figure out how to get there without anybody following me, however you're going to do it. Whatever this is confirming for you, but there is someone you've been dealing with this for a long time. And this may not be necessarily someone you know. It might be some random person you saw at work. It might be some random person who saw you on the street in the middle of the city, and then, you're all at the same light at the same time every day, and eventually here we are. Too many cards. As a matter of fact, when I first started looking at this, all I could think of was baby reindeer. That flashed through my head, but I didn't think anything of it. I'm also a Martha, and I'm tired of Marthas being, the crazy psycho fat women, because we're really not. I mean, we're strange and we're weird, and we're strangers. We're strange people, but we're good-hearted chickies. But this is concerning to me. And this was not what I was expecting when I said I was going to do a general reading, but at the same time, I also said this was not for me. This is 100% not for me. So if it's not for me, then it has to be for somebody else, doesn't it? Because I did call Spirit in, and I did ask Spirit, hey, there's someone watching this. Can you give them this message? And I took a little bit and shuffled the cards to contemplate of whether or not I should share this. And the cards were like, you know what, this is going to happen anyway. And if someone's watching and they can benefit from, hey, your stalker that you've been dealing with for a long time is starting to amp up. Even if you're just noticing he's a stalker, he might be getting ready to amp up. On the level that this person is scary. But even if it's a little ramp up, this is important. You don't need to be stalked. It's not okay. It doesn't matter if you're a male, female, they, them, no one deserves abuse and no one deserves to be stalked, period, But this person is a bear. And I think they know the woods. They may actually, yeah, they may be a hunter. They may know the woods. They may have a camp out there. This person may have a camp out there that they've been visiting, that maybe security cameras aren't quite as great as they should be, or maybe it's someplace where there are no security cameras, or it's really off grid. But it's something like that. Like, this is not a good situation. Don't tell me I'm going to be the tarot reader that gives the bad. I give the bad tea tarot. Oh, you're an asshat. The Knight of Coins, number 14. The Rider is a sure sign of good news alongside 6, 8, 11, or 13. 6, 8, 11, or 13. 6, 8, 11, or 13. None of those. And that's giving me the, oh yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. This is what you're doing. Every single day, if you do this, this is what you're doing. This is going to be fun. We'll see. I'm going to put that back on the deck. I don't think that actually needs to be out right now. So yeah. This is not today. This is not tomorrow. This is for this big individual who likes to post mail. This is sooner. This is, well, no, not sooner. That was wrong. Could be a little sooner. This is a little, like, 5 years down the line, when young cats become old cats and you get young cats again. For some of you, this could be right now. This could be something where someone's laid quiet for long enough and now you're feeling like you're being watched again, and you're like, yeah, your spidey senses are going off, they're ticking all over the place, and listen to them. Listen to your spidey senses. They are not going to do you wrong. They try to turn them off in men, they try to turn them off in women, they try to turn them off in they, thems, and they do that to try to control people, because if you can control how somebody's red flags go off, you can control what they're afraid of. And sadly, that is what society in general and the whole world has done. But you know, we are taking that back. So if your spidey senses, you know, even if you, because you'll know when it's really irrational, but remember, that moment you go, oh, that's really irrational, is the time that you end up getting abducted by Ted Bundy. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do like that stuff, which is probably why this is coming to me. And hey, if I'm this person that's got to spill that tea, then hey, that's what it is, isn't it? So, Spirit, do you have anything else to tell me about this reading? We're about 20 minutes in, and let's wrap up the star. Two of Swords, the star, number 34. The star ensures success in all enterprises when near, when very distant. Some lucky events. Some lucky events. Okay, so we got a Two of Swords here. I feel the need to look up this Two of Swords. I feel like, excuse me, I feel like this is a duo, this is a team, this is a unit right here. This is a huge unit right here of people. Okay, let me get my mocha coffee break here in a pug mug, because I'm that extra. No Kazan. I gotta get me a Kazan mug. Or a Keys-Hans mug. I don't know how to say it. I just know he's my Keezy Weezy Lemon Squeezy, and he's downstairs. So, Two of Swords. I feel like this is a power couple, because we're talking about something different now. my phone went right to it. Indecision. Two of Swords is indecision. Ace is fresh start, sudden opportunity, idea, clarity, heartbreak, betrayal. Indecision. Indecision. Share success in all enterprises when near and very distant, some unlucky events. So indecision. Okay, so let's talk about this indecision a little bit here. The question is it going to be an indecision on how to handle this person? Because her bear is going to notice. Because he's going to be the one that starts getting some letters. And I feel like there's going to be a split in how do we handle this, because now we've got a couple different situations going on, and maybe there are now some children involved. But I'm going to tell you this. The bear might get so upset that he falls into a little bit of beer drinking. And I don't mean other drugs. And obviously weed and mushrooms are a thing, and yeah, they're fine. But he might fall into a little bit of a drinking binge. And she's going to look at him and go, my dude, we gotta talk about this, because this is not helpful to either of us. And if he listens to her, which I feel like he will, then it'll be a success. Because unless they are a united front together, this is not going to end for them. This is just going to continue, and he's just going to ramp up and ramp up. And the ramp up is when they do get married, he's going to ramp up and go after her husband. Now, I'm saying her husband. Obviously, this is what I'm getting, but for you, put it where it fits. On the Venn diagram of sexuality, honey, you, sweetheart, baby, I'm sorry, I don't mean that. You get my point. Neurodivergence take over. Neurodivergent apologizing. Hello, I do it too. Yeah, you put it on your Venn diagram where you need to. Because this is a warning for those that are drawn to watching this. Unless you just want to sit and hear me drone, and that's perfectly fine too. You are more than welcome, and if you would like me to read a book with stories and whatnot, I do that sometimes with one of my Facebook groups during the chat. In fact, I've got to do that again. But where I read them children's stories. I read them bedtime stories. If you guys want bedtime stories, let me know. But yeah, these two people have to make sure that neither of them, I'm going to say neither of them, fall down into too much of a depression and sit at the campground. See, campground, yesterday, fire, maybe they need to be careful of that, huh? Maybe they need to be careful if they're going camping. But if they become a team unit and they work on this together and they become a team front and they go out in public and they really start talking and they really get the ears of the people that matter, the laws will be changed. These two, if they go out as a team front, will have success against this, because this needs to stop. This was not the reading I expected to get. I thought it was just going to be a hokey pokey love reading, and oh, look at, there's some cute kitties and some and a lady and, you know, a bear. No, that was cute, because I was like, oh, in my head I was thinking, yeah, that looks like it's partially for me, but this reading isn't for me. And then the bear came out as a sign of successful speculation, so they were being cheeky by throwing something in there, and then it took a turn. I'll be very honest when I say to you that it took me a little bit to get this reading going. There were many interferences going on, and it took me a while to get there, including me putting the camera on slow motion. Ace of Wands, number 31. The roads turn to dark clouds foretells misadventures, but far from the person, the evil consequences may be averted. So, far from the person. So we're going to just throw that over there. Over there. You can stay over there, far from the person. The 3 of Coins. Two of Coins and the 3 of Coins. That's 5. Changes are in store. This is the money safe, indicates riches. If shut side is towards the person, it denotes loss by speculation. Not really sure what that one is, but I'm just going to put that like, I don't know, I feel like I want it like over there somewhere. Or like there is good. So yeah, they need to really be a real team front and not lack in indecision. Like they need to move beyond indecision, because you do reach a point, even as a team, even in a couple, where and I'm telling you, this starts out as one person being stalked, and then they marry someone and the two people become stalked together by the same person who's stalking her, or him, or they. So this is very, I've read for people for a long time. I've never gotten anything like this. This is fun, strange, weird, and scary all at the same time. And I don't feel the energy as intense as it was earlier. But yeah, if this is not taken care of, it will be a loss, and it will be, like I said earlier, her people who celebrate and love each other and know this person and who get along just because they know this person, or the family is such an amazing family in the town and just everybody loves everybody and nobody can believe this happened. There's going to be a giant shock, and this is going to be, for whatever I'm talking about here, something that happens after these people have kids. And I think 3. I can always be wrong about that, I am fallible. I am human. But that's what that is. This is the alternate side where nothing is done and nothing changes. But if they work together, they will succeed in everything that they do, and everybody will love them, and it will just be so disgustingly cute, and you know what I'm saying. It just feels like and you know what it might be too, because we've got the Fox, the Moon, and the Key that came up, number 4, 2, and 11, the Ace of Cups, the 5 of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. And the Ace of Cups, it brings a lot, it gives, and it also, the Ace of Cups says, you've got that spidey sense. When the fox is in the hen house. And when I saw this fox, all I could think of was fox in the hen house. When that person is in the hen house. Also, make sure you got all your keys I'm reading this in like 15 different ways. Make sure you've got all your keys on your keychain, please. Yep. So yeah, these guys really gotta work together because you know, the one I said yesterday, I don't really want more, was for the history books. The ship indicates a symbol of riches, and when near indicates wealth by inheritance or trade. It also foretells a voyage. The heart signifies great joy when you're, oh my God, this couple is in love. And the ship says you might need to move. You might need to move. You might even sit there and go, my God, how the hell am I going to move? I don't have the money. And it's just all of a sudden it's going to like it's like you're going to get just enough to go, okay, yeah, this is doable and feasible. I can do this. But this couple is like, it keeps telling me that there's wealth in this person. This person has money. This person has money, and even they cannot get the help they need. And this can be anybody. This can be any celebrity. This can be any person who just has a lot of money in general and can hire the best lawyers because, you know, maybe they make $500,000 a year and, you know, have their own lawyer law firm or whatever, or, you know what I'm saying? So but dang, Spirit, this is a cold heart message. I mean, I'll deliver what you ask of me, but, you know, like I say, this is not really even relying on the minor arcana. It's mostly the intention of the original intention of these cards as well as the major arcana. And don't forget, we got the Six of Puppy Feet here. We got the Six of Wands, and what is the Six of Wands? Victory. So they can win. They can win, but they also can fail if they are not a team front. And also another thing this made me think of is someone, a fox, going into the hen house at night and taking someone's personal information to bribe the bear or to bribe her into doing what they want. And that is how they think that they're going to get success. And that actually, now that I'm saying this and it's coming to me, that feels weird saying that. It's coming to me. Hold on. Hey. Now that I've got myself off track, it almost feels like this bribery and this ability of proof of bribery is what's going to put this person in prison. And because of this bribery in these papers may be what makes either the lady, the bear, or the they, them drink. And I think it's actually a bear. So take that bear as you will. That might be what, because earlier I saw this cave into depression of, oh my God, I can't freaking deal with this shit anymore. And I just can't. And it was this like hole. And I saw their other human going, dude, my dude, you cannot sit in this hole. You cannot sit at the campground and roast the marshmallows anymore. It's time for you to actually get up. And it was with this person's love that they were able to get up and defeat this. And if this person can't get out of this, if this person isn't going to be okay with this bad evidence coming out, and honestly, this is honestly something that is no one's business. So when whomever has friends, family, large extended friend groups finds out, the best thing they can do is go if everything is copacetic, then we're just going to ignore this and not give it the energy that this stalker wants for it to have. And it's going to be the bribery that this will come down on. But I'm telling you now, Spirit, I said I wasn't going to do those. Yeah, you're a cheeky laugher. I don't know if cheeky laugher is important for someone, but I don't normally use the word cheeky, even though I do tend to use British vernacular. But yeah, it's going to be a real big thing for this person to put their pride aside and look at their human and go, okay, but can we please go out in public and say what is there, and that maybe these are things that I don't do, I regret doing, yada yada yada, and not make it look like I'm playing a banjo. Like, can we actually like be adults on this? And this the many friends who know each other are going to be highly accepting of that. I mean, really and truly, this is probably something that's already been discussed, because by the time this comes out, we're talking 5, 6, 7 years now, right? And this is going to be something that they've already talked about, something they'll talk about before they get married, something, you do things in life that you're embarrassed of, or things, sometimes you even do stuff you don't tell your spouse about because, sometimes it's you're not ready to tell even them, and, some things, it's okay to have your own business. So, Spirit, do we have anything else in here? This was a whopper. This was not what I was expecting. And I will take a picture of this when I am done so that you all can see, and I will have to post yesterday's picture of the tarot cards. I actually just thought that would be fun because, you know what? Sometimes when you're reading, may hear a couple of things that feel like it's confirming your suspicions, and maybe when you actually see the card I'm talking about, you'll be like, oh yeah, and you'll see something in there that will resonate with you, It will give you soul resonance. You know what I mean, and jelly beanin'? God, I'm old. So, Spirit, do we have anything else, or are we at the point of a Joker card? Number 23, Queen of Hearts. A ring. Queen of Hearts, a ring. A ring. The ring one to the right of the person is an unerring indication of a rich and happy marriage, but lying to the left disappoints in love. I think that this card on the outset is signifying the disappointment in love that the stalker is feeling because this human won't love them the way that they love this bear. But the person who loves the bear, these two humans, they're going to have a rich and happy marriage, and they're going to be successful. He just has to make sure he's okay with this, because no one is going to fault him for this. Like, at the end of the day, when you do something bad, if you learn a lesson and you say to yourself in the inside, oh my God, why would I do that? Oh, I can't ever do that again. I don't ever want to do that again. I didn't like how that felt. I'm not ever going to say that word. I didn't like how it looked when I said it. I don't know why I said it. When you can do that, that's growth. And it makes you able to deal with things like coming out and saying, hey, my parents were white Christian nationalists, or they were racists, or, they were this, that, or the other thing, and this is how we were raised, and, I have these pictures, but I want you guys to know that at some point in my life, I just really realized that this was not the life for me, and I chose to change to be a better person. So, do I keep these hidden? Yes. Do I feel the need to have these out? No. Have I learned a lesson that this is not how I want to personally live my life? I want to be a better person, a more giving person, a person who looks at someone and doesn't hurt them with a word, but helps them up with a hand. Which person do you want to be? And this stalker, they are not well. And they're not going to be able to see this. And if you are someone that obsesses over celebrities and maybe you feel that, I really like them, but it might be a little excessive, step back and realize that and ask yourself if it is. If you get intense crushes as an adult, or if you had them as a teenager, can you look back and go, okay, wait, you know what, that might have been a little too intense, that might have not been quite great. It's good to look back and to learn that, oh, maybe I don't like that, and there's also, if you have ADHD, there's the hyperactive anxiety, but, here, extra joker, that means the reading is done, y'all. And we got the Nine of Swords, the Rose. Roses indicate beauty and rugged health. So, this Two of Diamonds, this diamond in the rough, is a real rose. These people are strong, and I know that they can get through this. And like for you, if you have a stalker, get your papers in order, do the things you need to do all the things, yada yada yada. And if you listen to yourself, listen to your red flags, listen to yourself, because you're the only one that knows. You're the only one that knows how you feel on the inside. Nobody else does. You know what I'm saying? Also, there's going to be a marriage proposal soon. This is very on top, and it feels like this happens first and then all of this here happens, okay? So I am going to say in the next year or two, whomever this person is that likes to post letters in the mail, post, is going to be proposed by the bear we all think. I can be wrong. I could very well be wrong. And don't forget, this could be some other future person. We don't know. But wherever it finds you, doesn't it? Yep. Anyway, be good, behave, be happy, be yourself, and take care. Take care. Bye.